Hello and welcome to Jade Empire, the Tales of Tungsten Doktor. I just got done defeating that Westerner, at least I think he was a Westerner, the Cheese Lord. I got his gun, Mirabelle, and now we're gonna talk to some people after we heal up, of course. Ooh, insufficient G, let's see.
A well-fought victory against that outlander buffoon. You showed that he could not best us in battle, mentally or physically. We are all in your debt, but the Ministry of Culture is particularly so. Please take this token sum of silver as payment. You certainly earned it.
That will suffice. It was an honor to defend the Empire.
Your service is appreciated. If only there were more like you in the Empire.
Well, there's about to be when I get done with Silver Fox and Dawnstar. Know what I mean, buddy? Oh.
You have secured a great victory for the Empire. The Outlander has to respect us now.
Okay. Well, we haven't explored over here yet. Scholar Goo.
A triumph all around. This Outlander cannot ignore how complete your victory was.
It was very complete. Hello, Tong Wei. What? Oh, I didn't see you there. This magnificent sculpture takes all of my attention, I'm afraid. Is there something I can help you with? What's so magnificent about this sculpture?
Whoa, air you so ir supu no naafkaf. Sisa ir ukaru aya we ir.
This is one of the finest specimens to come from the Valley of the Sprightly Stones in some time. That is why Sagacious 10 himself is carved upon it.
Ike kir kir washathiruk.
I apologize. Sometimes I get excited when speaking about one of our grandest treasures. The valley is truly remarkable. What makes the stone so sprightly?
Uk kupkitro sa ir wustap kithno ukyowir kwadnerk.
No one knows exactly. There are theories, of course. Some say it is divine, and others say it is simply a trick of nature. But the debates truly don't matter.
Sunurk no ku wu ifuwir sowir tatasi nisiso ir kawikawar ir roren.
The stones are remarkable, regardless of the reasons for their sprightly behavior. I count myself honored to be able to work so closely with these wonderful stones.
Usa ir sawi apihir ninu siso irtiuth.
Of course, looking upon this sculpture, it is easy to see why some believe that the divine had a hand in their making. Tell me more about the valley where these stones come from.
Wawawir shaksir kawir onk nisiso ir akuwu uksunti wawawir shaksir fukno.
Ah, the Valley of the Sprightly Stones. It is truly a marvel, discovered many centuries ago by explorers who saw the floating stones from some way off.
Sunurk no ku wu ifuwir sowir tatasi nisiso ir kawikawar ir roren.
Eventually, people came from around the Empire to marvel at this strange occurrence. It wasn't until Emperor Yu Basso that the stones were used to build.
Krons niwu no yir wayir uk sakwanerko uk nik nisiso ir akuwu.
The grandest achievement is the Imperial Palace itself, which floats above the city like a grand heaven. Of course, it uses additional magic to keep it afloat. Oh, I didn't know that. What are you doing here if you're the master excavator?
Ike kir washathiruk.
Everyone deserves a few moments away from work, don't they? Things will be fine at the quarry without me.
Pir inni tinowir noni apatarwo kawarnif.
Besides, it's nice to see the stones on display. This sculpture of Sagacious Tien's head is like an unending well of inspiration to me. Okay, well, see you later.
Nisiso ir akuwu kusuwir wawu.
Yeah, good fortune to you too. Yes, yes. Okay, I think I might be done in here. Let's get some health quick. Yes.
I'm healed.
I'm healed. Let's see. Bookstand. The physical universe, a final word. The world that we live in is not as simplistic as philosopher Zhang would suggest in his treatise on the physical universe. His hypothesis regarding divine regulation of weather and seasons, though interesting, is nothing more than children's tales made overly complicated. Recent research led by scholar Dong Gao has proven that our seasons and weather are much more than the careless whims of distant celestial beings. Our universe is made up of very real, very tangible components that can be carefully quantified and qualified. Neat. The Long Drought. The Long Drought stands as one of the worst periods in the Jade Empire's recent history. 10 years of scorching heat and little rainfall took their toll on even the prodigious reserves of the Empire's granaries. The sages predicted at least 3 more devastatingly dry years, while those in the Ministry of Harmony watched the death toll mount into the hundreds of thousands. Then, Emperor Sun Hai declared that the drought was over, and somehow it was. Through the Emperor's divine will, green returned to our parched land, and stability was restored. Wowza. Guard? Well, I think I'm done here, aren't I? Focus shine. Refill the focus. Let's go back to our flyer and meet the interrogator. The Master Inquisitor. What is this? The hostile? Oh, yeah, it's... Can't get in there. Back to the flyer. That's to that underground city. I'm going a really roundabout way. Oh!
Oh dear, this won't do.
Incisive chorus.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I was just muttering to myself. I'm in some trouble and... Wait! You could help me! You're clearly not from around the Imperial City, and I need someone's help most desperately. Someone unaffected by the politics of this place.
What can I do to help?
Well, you see, there's been a mix-up. No, an error. Oh, who am I kidding? Some bastard has changed my play! I am Incisive Chorus, the playwright. I'm sure you've heard of me. And if not, you have... now, I suppose. One of my productions has been touring the countryside and catching people's attention. We were asked to bring it into the city and perform here in the Golden Way.
Sounds positive so far. Where's the problem?
The play must go on, but not as they want it. The play's been changed, you see. One very key piece of the play has been rewritten.
Why worry about a few rewrites? Doesn't that happen all the time?
No! Well, yes, but not like this. They've changed it from a commentary of man's inhumanity to man to a satire of the Empire. I tell you truthfully that they've lost the whole point of the piece.
Not to mention that certain factions frown on satire of the Empire.
There's that, too. Anyone could take offense. Now I'm doubly concerned. I will gladly offer you the going rate for a leading man, just for a walk-on part. I need you to take a role in the play and read the role the, original way. You have a most regal bearing, so I'd expect you'd have no major problems at any rate acting the role of Lady 14 Flowers. If you talk to first-degree thespian Fong up by the pagoda, tell him you're the replacement actor. He'll be desperate, so all you'll have to do is read the proper lines.
You want me to play Lady 14 Flowers?
Of course, all the roles are played by men, or at least women with the decency to pose as men playing women. It can get complex sorting it all out.
You know what? That sounds interesting. I'll do it.
Here's a copy of the original script for your scene. Pivotal, I assure you. This copy reads properly, not like that edited pile of dung. Hurry over to the large pagoda overlooking the Golden Way and tell Fong that you're the replacement. They won't wait forever, so step quickly to it. Remember, you'll have to memorize your lines. No script on stage, of course. Also, make sure you read from this script. Now, good... No, you're about to perform, so I shan't jinx it. Get to it!
You're going to tell me to break some legs? Incisive chorus, original script. Let's look at it. The original script for your scene as Lady 14 Flowers. In this version of the play, your character explains that the end of the Jade Empire's expansion occurred because sagacious Tien listened to the will of the heavens. The theme of the heavens reaching out to the Emperor is explored at least twice, and it contains the historically accepted truth that the northern border of the Jade Empire was traced by a shooting star. There will likely be a book and a scroll stand near the stage where you can study your part in more detail. Let's go. Silk Fox, I'm about to impress you with my acting skills. I believe the pagoda is back up here. It's pagoda time.
Excuse me. You're in my way, and I'm trying to keep an eye out for our replacement actor.
You found him. I'm the understudy you needed.
You? You're the replacement? Well, why aren't you in costume? If you're going to be playing Lady 14 Flowers, you'll need your dress.
Excellent.
There's no time for you to run back and get yours. I'm sure we can find one to fit in the back, though most of our performers are less broad. Did they give you a copy of the script when they sent you over here?
I have the script here. Oh, no. No, I don't have a copy on me.
Damn your guild's myopic planning. Luckily for you, I expect the worst from them and pulled a copy from the back. Here, take it. The script's recently been revised, so even if you're familiar with the old version, read it again for the changes before you head on stage.
Who revised the script?
Well, a southern noble funded the location and travel for us, but wanted to make a few tweaks.
Tweaks.
We couldn't afford to miss the exposure. Our writer wasn't that happy, but we accepted the revisions, and here we are. I'm sure your Actors Guild told you that we have standard rates. We'll happily pay you the going rate for a lead, especially since this is short notice. Ruin your scene and you get nothing, just like normal. Understand?
Yeah, I don't need silver that bad. What do you consider ruining the scene?
Just get at least half the lines correct, and the crowd will figure out what's happening. Any less than that, and it becomes one of those obscure plays no one likes. Now, read that script over. Come talk to me when you've got it, and we'll get you into final costume and onto the stage.
Let's see. Edited script. Well, let's look. Shall we? A script for your scene as the Lady 14 Flowers. This version of the script has been edited from the original text so that 2 of the lines satirize the Lotus Assassins by referring to them as Flower Guardians. There will likely be a book and scroll stand nearby, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that doesn't seem like a good idea. Let's see. Using the stand, you are able to place both of your scripts for your scenes side by side and compare them. It seems you only have a few lines for this scene. They are mostly reacting to the other actor. The scene reenacts a historical moment in the formation of the Jade Empire. There seem to be only 6 lines for you to remember, and on the script there are acting notes that could make it easy to remember the proper lines. Read the notes for the first half of the scene. You examine the first page, which covers the first 3 of your 6 lines. Read the first line. Your first line seems the same on both scripts. Okay. Read the second line. The second line seems to be one of the lines that has changed between the scripts. There are 2 versions of it. You are responding to a question about the time of day, and the incisive chorus of script, you speak of the heavens sending a message at dusk, and the night is coming on fast. In the edited version, the time is midday, and you would speak about the Flower Guardians. Okay, well, let's see. Third line. As the acting notes direct, the key element lies in that the decision has reached on the edge of a great plain. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Read the notes for the second half of the script. You look at the second line of script, which contains your last 3 of 6 lines. Fourth line. This is 2 versions of this, okay. It must have been edited when the play came to the city. In the script written by Chorus, the theme of the heavens reaching out to Emperor Tien is explored again, and your character comments that seasons change from place to place. In the edited version, your character comments that warmth can hide an icy heart. Okay, that's kind of lame. 5th line. This is the same. Turn to the heavens. 6th line. Same. A star traces a border across the sky. Okay. Leave the stand alone. Let's get up there. Let's go. Oh, wait. Where's my dress? Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Have you read the script? Do you feel one with Lady 14 Flowers yet?
I'm having trouble with my motivation. Tell me more about my character.
Why are you guild actors all the same? Isn't the money motivation enough? Look, you're playing a noble lady in the court of the first emperor, Sagacious Tien. Your scene is opposite another noble, Fortunate Puzzle. You're bringing word to the court that the emperor has halted his advance on the horse lords. What else? You're kind of sad, depressed even. There. If you're as professional as the guild said you'd be, that should be enough to work on.
I'm ready. Let's get this show on the road.
That's the spirit. Let's get you into the back and costumed up, Lady 14 Flowers.
Watch closely. We shall see if the informant was accurate.
Imagine condemning the Jade Empire at its heart. The fools.
So I'm going to save some lives.
All of heaven's blessings guide him, but sagacious Tien has been absent from the palace for such a time. His conquests of the northern kingdoms have kept his light from us. All the scattered kingdoms have seen the light of his rule, and our emperor's advisors grow in number. The arable lands to the south, all the way to the useless jungles, which were left as nothing for the Monkey King, are fused into the mighty Jade Empire. To the east, sagacious Tien has spread his light to the very waters themselves, and lo, to the west he found enlightenment among the hills of the 6 holy scrolls. But what word from the wastes of the Horse Lords? Aha! What is this? Why, 'tis Lady 14 Flowers. We can only hope she brings word.
I'm beautiful.
My dearest Lady 14 Flowers, under what banner does your entourage travel today?
White banners fly.
Peace in the north? Could this be? Have all the Horse Lords been subjugated so easily? Heaven smiles upon the Empire today. Your arrival here is certainly welcome, as your kingdom is one of the most recent to join the Jade Empire. We have had word that the hostilities have ceased. Tell me, most gracious lady, when was this momentous decision reached?
Was it reached, or did the heavens guide it to him? Either way, the dusk was slipping into night.
You phrase that most interestingly, Lady 14 Flowers. Why do I sense there is more to this story? But surely the might of the Jade Empire is unquestionable, and our will to victory unswayed. And tell me, most gracious madam, when the final blow was struck, where was our noble leader? Deep in the wastes of the north?
He stood at the edge of a vast plain, the ground covered in snow.
Surely you mean the far edge, the Horse Lord camps broken behind him. There's been nothing but the gentle drafts of spring here in the Imperial City for weeks. With such a chill in the air, was this some time ago?
Heaven's reach is wide. Weather is not the same in all places, Puzzle.
My lady, I sense that there is more to your story than I have gleaned. Perhaps my own perceptions blind me. It seems to me that some part of your story remains untold. Do my questions block the truth? Tell me this, if nothing else, good lady. When the cry for peace rose up, who was it that our great emperor turned to?
He turned to the heavens themselves, as they had already turned to him.
The heavens had turned to him? These words, are they riddles? Wait, what word is this from the front? The Emperor sends word of his return. The Horse Lords are unconquered, but our forces were undefeatable. What happened to cease the expansion of the Empire, dear lady?
A shooting star traced the border of our lands.
A celestial event, most auspicious. And so, our most noble Emperor saw a sign from the heavens. Our mighty armies poised to crush the Horse Lords and stretch the Empire to the ends of the earth, but we stopped. For now, even I see that there are limits to ambition, and overreaching those limits invites nothing but disaster. All praise the Emperor, for his wisdom is infinite. My lady, you have my deepest thanks for bringing this news to us. I shall inform the court immediately.
Yay.
What in the dragon's eye was that? I saw no treason there. Oh, the informant will suffer for a lifetime.
You there, Lady 14 Flowers. The crowd loved it. Fantastic performance. You managed to hit every line perfectly.
Well, what did Silk Fox
You
think?
continue to surprise me.
Oh.
I wouldn't have thought you the aspiring actor.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Our sponsor may not be happy with the version you read, but I've always preferred the old version of the play anyway. I guess Incisive Chorus put you up to this, because I know I gave you the new script to study. Good for him.
Tee-hee.
I believe I owe you an actor's fee. Enjoy.
Man, I'm raking in the silver.
I'm glad you were here to fill in. We would have sunk faster than a bottomless boat without a solid Lady 14 Flowers on hand.
It was no problem. Rather fun, really.
Rather fun. Now, I know you're not one of the guild actors. They're never positive about anything. Oh well. No harm done, I'm sure.
Thank you for getting me out of this makeup so
Performance
fast.
wouldn't have gone on without you. Professional actor or not. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have things I must attend to.
I think I should just walk around with all that makeup and the dress on the entire time. Alright, Silk Fox, now that I've impressed you, let's go back to the camp. Hey, we did it.
Had your, moment, did you?
I think it went well.
You do you? I've been asking around, you know.
Oh, jeez.
Fantastic! The scholars loved it. One's already asked for a copy of the manuscript. I'm sure there will be more. Perhaps as many as 3. Here, I promised you this, and you should have it. Yes, that's it. Enjoy, and thank you so much.
Oh, I'm glad I came back then.
Oh, so much to do. So many, copies to make. Yes! Ha!
Yes. Oh, man. I made like 2,500 gold. Yes, back to the market district. We go across the road. I believe we go in here, yes. Oh, no, we don't. That's the city gate. Wait a minute. Okay, we're gonna bring up the map. There's my base camp. Hello, base camp. What the?
You there, Sky. I see you skulking around like a ghost. Where have you been?
I've been out spying on the Lotus Assassins. We're trying to draw their attention, and I wanted to see if it was working. I'm happy to report our bait has snagged a fish. The Inquisitors have taken notice of us. In fact, one of their representatives is on his way here now.
Oh my goodness.
You were spying on an Inquisitor and he didn't notice you? Impossible. What's really going on, Sky? Where were you?
Relax. Sky told us where he was.
The Inquisitors are masters of espionage and intrigue, Sky. They would have seen you tailing them. They would have seen you and killed you.
Well, I don't think he's here because of Sky.
You underestimate me. I can be quite invisible when necessary. I followed the Inquisitor for some time without him being aware of my presence. Then I slipped away and rushed on ahead to warn you he was coming. I didn't want him to catch us in the middle of anything incriminating, like this argument.
Ah. Enough. I think I hear someone coming. Greetings. So, you have an interest in the Lotus Assassins. Very few people risk our attention by seeking us out in public.
Kuni ugnawata ir.
I find your bold nature refreshing, but we under Death's Hand recruit only the very best. All others are cast down before us.
Ukirwir. No fantayana ukona ni pinatawa.
So I ask you, why have you sought us out? Why shouldn't I just kill you where you stand? Let's try this. You could try to kill me. You'd fail, but you could try.
Konir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Isana yuyo.
You dare to threaten a Lotus assassin? I have a gun now, so... The bravery of such a reckless act is impressive, though I wonder about the intelligence behind your words.
Irkana. Unikasuri kwana no kasa iruru.
But your point is well taken. You have shown some inkling of promise merely by drawing our attention, but that alone is hardly proof of your own worth. Well, the fact that I'm fooling you, and that I've already, disrupted your plans, to me, just shows you're not a very good Inquisitor.
Sata tawe ir wonawa fu kuno su kutnia awafawa ir sutok.
Obviously, we require some type of test, some proof of loyalty before any can join. You must prove yourself useful to us before we will even consider you. I'll pass any test you dream up.
Tawe ir kawana ir suni ir ipoki.
Such confidence must be the mark of great skill, or foolish bravado. Rest assured, we will determine which in due course.
Wowo sun punono, yapapap nasia wir sa ir wuth.
There's a small problem I intend you to deal with, a minor annoyance, but one that should prove a good test of your value to our organization.
Usair kokonato, tanatia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato siir ipanoneniko.
Judge Fang of the Ministry of Harmony has made a habit of openly defying our order. In the past, we've tolerated him, as few pay his accusations any heed.
Niato nonapadi irovir, kuni ugnawata ir.
Judge Fang has a rather unsavory reputation. Oh yeah, that's a guy in the arena. Because of his degenerate appetites, most have dismissed his warnings out of hand, until now. So what's changed?
Wuno wir na no ba irsu. Isana yuyo, konir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir.
A certain minister named Sheng is coming to... Wait, is that the same one?
Yes. Minister Sheng is most appreciative.
A certain minister named Sheng is coming to make his annual report. Sheng has information about certain activities of our group we wish to keep from public.
Sata tawe ir wonawa fu kuno su kutnia awafawa ir sutok.
If Judge Fang learns of our activities from Sheng's report, he may have enough evidence to cause real problems for us. We would have to take drastic action.
Wuno wir na no ba irsu. Isana yuyo, konir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir.
But we prefer to deal with these things before they become problems. I was going to do this myself, but this could be a good opportunity to prove yourself. That's the same Minister Shang from Tian's Landing. Yes. I'm not going to hurt him. You want me to kill Shang?
Unuyir wo fubso wesa wushin. Wo kewasa irsu so kowoyo ni uksa irsawa.
This is one solution, I suppose, but a true Inquisitor would probably seek out a more subtle solution before resorting to something so base and vulgar.
Ipanar nuko iwa ir, nikasanarir, iruru ni nuasa irkana.
Mr. Shang is staying in a new ministry hostel in a wealthy district of the city. Judge Fang spends most of his time at the arena watching the fights.
Wuno wir na no ba irsu. Isana yuyo, konir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir.
The ultimate goal is to prevent Minister Shang from delivering his report to Judge Fang. How you accomplish that is up to you, and is the true essence of the test. Remember, an Inquisitor is not a common thug. We leave that to the executioners. We know that disgrace is far greater punishment than death.
Usair kokonato, tanatia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato siir ipanoneniko.
Do not expect any help from the Lotus Assassins with this task. You will have to prove you can succeed on your own before we even consider you for our organization. I will not fail.
Niato nonapadi irovir, kuni ugnawata ir.
Perhaps not. In any case, I wish you luck in your endeavor.
Usair kokonato, tanatia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato siir ipanoneniko.
Remember, don't let Shang give his report to Judge Fang. We will be watching you from afar. Once you've completed your task, I will meet you back here.
You know, far be it from me to presume, but I have an idea of how we might be able to solve this problem.
Oh, please tell me. What's your plan?
My glorious wife's third cousin is a minor official in the Ministry of Harmony. I know a little something of the way Judge Fang conducts his business. All of Fang's ministers bring him an honor gift when they go to see him, an offering given as a sign of respect, a bribe, some might call it. If we replace Shang's honor gift with something insulting, rare turtle eggs, for example, Fang would be so outraged he'd refuse to even listen to Shang's report.
Turtle eggs? Are you serious?
It's true. A gift of turtle eggs would be as insulting as a box of manure. Even more so, because they are so difficult to track down, whereas manure is somewhat common. I admit there are still some details yet to be worked out, but acquiring the eggs is easy. I have some here that you can simply have.
Oh my goodness.
You have turtle eggs? Here? After just saying they are very rare?
Well, I was saving them for my coming anniversary. You buy early if you want them to be ripe. It doesn't really matter, does it? There are more daunting problems to consider. For example, how will you sneak past Sheng's guards to make the switch?
We should just kill Shang. Nice and simple. Kill his guards, too.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yes. And while we're at it, we could kill Fang and his guards, too. Unleash rivers of blood in the streets, all in the service of the Lotus Assassins.
Now that is how you interrupt the bureaucratic process. I'm all for it.
I think Zhu was being sarcastic.
I am no coward, but there is already more blood on my hands than I can ever wash clean. You know this.
Calm down there, edgelord.
I have no plan for you. No easy answer. But working with the Lotus Assassins is a bad idea. No good can ever come of it.
Man, you just leave. I'm done with you.
We really don't have any choice, Zhu. It's the only way we'll ever rescue Master Li. I don't like the idea of causing trouble for Shang. Maybe we should investigate Fang in the arena first. We might be able to stop him from getting that report without hurting Shang. Or anyone else.
Maybe you're right, Dawnstar. I just hope that in the end we don't sacrifice everything for the sake of one man. Even if he is your beloved Master Li.
Beloved Master Li.
It's up to you how we handle this. But remember that the Inquisitors aren't just thugs. They're more subtle.
So here's the situation as it stands. Judge Fang is like a perverted douchebag, right? Minister Shang, we know him from Tian's Landing. He's a pretty okay guy. He's a little weird and what do you call it? What's the word? Exuberant? Quirky? Whichever. I know him and I liked his character, so maybe I can go talk to Shang and just tell him, hey, bro, it's me. It's the Tungsten Doktor. Remember me? You know, let's work together. I did receive some nice turtle eggs. Oh, a lot of people to talk to. Okay.
Well, it looks like your contact with the Lotus Assassins will be bad for your reputation, but good for our goal.
Oh my god. Her eyes are up there.
I can't agree with this. You don't know what you're getting into. You don't know the danger they represent.
Sagacious, calm down.
Really? What did you see while hiding in your swamp? I've observed Death's Hand for years, both in the palace and elsewhere.
You could have 4 faces and a different name and wardrobe for each, and you still wouldn't understand. Death's Hand is not what he seems.
Then what, pray tell, is he?
I don't know. But his power does not come from study or skill. He is something darker, and we should not be trying to enter his lair.
It sounds like Sagacious Zhu wants to go back into hiding. Or perhaps the nursery? Pay no attention, not everyone is as weak as he is.
Sagacious Zhu will do what I say when the time comes.
You don't know what they are capable of.
Calm down.
The matter is settled. Go sulk in the corner like you're accustomed to doing.
Yeah, get him. Good job, Silk Fox.
This is not helping anything. Are we any closer to getting to the Lotus Assassins so this accursed woman will help us find Master Li?
Oh, she spits fire at last. Now I see how the child left her little village. She has some spirit in her after all. And surprisingly, she's right. You've made contact with the Lotus Assassins, but haven't shown them why they need to fully accept you. The Inquisitor has a task for you to prove your worth. Get to it and show him why you should be recruited. You could also seek out the Executioner in the arena. He would be interested in your skill as a combatant.
Is there something troubling you? Your feelings are important to me.
Your progress is admirable, but don't become too close to the Lotus Assassins. Their power is seductive. That is how Death's Hand gained influence over my father.
That annoys you, I can see. Tell me about it.
After the disappearance of my uncle, Sun Qin, the Hand of Heaven, the Imperial Order of the Lotus Monks was directionless. Instead of taking on that role himself, my father gave it to an advisor, Death's Hand. I was only a baby at the time.
What happened to Sun Qin?
I don't know. My father said he and my other uncle, Sun Li, were lost in the battle to end the long drought, but I can find no record of who or what they fought.
I know.
And don't start your foolishness that your master is the glorious strategist. You have no proof of that. He remains a dead man, and possibly a traitor.
Ah.
Regardless, the Lotus Monks were placed in the care of Death's Hand, a duty reserved for royalty. It was almost as if my father took Death's Hand into our family. My family.
Oh.
We have been caretakers of the Empire for generations. We have created a bastion of culture in an otherwise uncivilized world. Death's Hand threatens all of this. It is my duty to see that the natural order is preserved.
That is your duty, but what about who you are? Tell me about yourself.
About me? But why? I mean, there's so much I've told you already. I really don't think that we need any more information to complete our mission.
The princess and her duties interest me less than the woman behind them.
Oh, well, I suppose I could answer a few questions.
Dawnstar, don't look.
Although I'm sure more than enough has been said about me by the peasants or others, I am quite used to defending myself from all quarters.
What do they say? Oh man, these are really flirty. What do they say? That she will do anything for those in need?
I've never seen myself as particularly generous, but it would not be so bad to be remembered in that way. The gratitude of the peasants is important to any ruler. They, even unknowingly, have the power to see the Empire rise or fall. The love of the people is powerful. I hope, however, that I am not just seen as a giver of charity. Anyone can throw money at the downtrodden. I try to accomplish more than that.
Oh my gosh. Not sure what to pick. I'm sure they say the princess has the authority to command, yet the wisdom to listen to advice.
You presume a great deal. Can you really have seen this in such a short time? Those are qualities I would like to say I have, but I am not certain that I do. I have little time for listening when I seem to be fighting the very system of which I am a part.
You gotta envision it. You know, fake it till you make it, right? Don't worry, I'll keep you grounded.
You? Well, you might. I don't know what the future will bring for us. Do you think yourself worthy of reminding me of what is important? To keep me humble? My father will take a dim view of that.
Let's see. I'll be whatever you wish me to be. That's a little bit too, like, that's like super simp mode. Your father is far from my mind right now.
My father, the Emperor, is the heart and soul of this empire. He is the one who can restore your master to you. You must respect him.
Easy.
He should be of great concern to you, if only because he is of concern to me.
Ah. You misunderstand. He is far from my mind because I am enjoying your company.
Wait, this is further than I thought this conversation would go. This is not proper. I will not allow it. You presume too much.
Oh.
I think we have had quite enough amusement for now. Perhaps we will continue this a little later. I have enjoyed our little talk.
Ah. I want to go back to my other questions.
I will answer what I can, but you have other things to do as well.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, okay, goodbye for now.
I wish you luck. Once you have gained the trust of the Lotus Assassins, we will plan how to proceed.
I'm gonna go talk to Dawnstar. Hello, Dawnstar. Don't worry about Silk Fox.
Yes? What do you need? I'd like to get that business with Minister Shang out of the way.
Oh, me too.
She worries about the poor minister, a man she would despise in any other circumstance.
Easy, Silk Fox. Did you want to talk? Your feelings are very important to me.
I don't want to seem ungrateful for her help, but having Silk Fox here is causing me some concern. I mean, she is the daughter of the Emperor, and we do not know his role in Master Li's capture. Can she be trusted?
What concerns you? She has shown only goodwill.
To you, perhaps, but not to me. I think I am perceived as a rival, but no one has told me what the game is.
I know what the game is. Dawnstar, she is jealous of you.
The princess? The daughter of the Emperor is jealous of me? I think the size of our task has addled your senses. What could I possibly have that would make her jealous? What does a woman from the borderlands have that the princess herself does not?
Ooh. My attention. Oh my gosh. My interest.
What? I'm sorry. You caught me off guard for a moment.
You didn't know I offered counsel often enough.
You have always been a good friend to me, but I never meant... I mean, I couldn't... No, I should have more control over this. This is too uncertain. You can't manipulate me into admitting something like this.
Oh, jeez, take it easy.
Not when you can leave whenever you want.
Oh my goodness. You fear the end of what has barely begun. Where does this reluctance come from?
I prefer to have more control over myself, and as much control over what goes on around me as possible.
Oh, okay.
Silk Fox, or whatever she wants to be called, is an unknown I can't compensate for. I can't stay in balance if I don't know what she represents.
We got strangers all around us, though.
You and I, we talk and share thoughts, but she forces me to consider where that might lead, both good and bad. I'm not ready for that.
So Silk Fox forces you... So Silk Fox, who's standing right behind me, by the way, forces you to consider where our talks might lead. I will have to thank her.
Don't you dare! Oh, you tease so much, I don't know what to do with you. You have become so different since we left Two Rivers. Or perhaps it is me. For all the trouble we face, I feel like a weight is lifting. I think we will have a great deal more to discuss in the coming days. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh my.
Until then, thank you for being so understanding. Master Li was right. You are special.
I have a gun now, so goodbye.
Very well, but we should get that business with Minister Shang out of the way.
Oh, of course. Just gotta talk to everybody first. Hey, Henpecked.
Yes? How can this humble bunmaster assist you today?
Humble buns. Tell me more about yourself, Hugh.
Not now.
Understood. Nothing from Hugh. Wildflower.
What do you want?
How's it going?
That strong lady? She's the princess? I didn't know that women could be that strong. We're always supposed to be weak and left behind.
No. You are not weak, Wildflower. You are as strong as any woman I have ever known. Trust in yourself, and you, mortal, treat her tenderly. Well, of course.
Is there anything else you want?
No, nothing right now.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk to Black Whirlwind.
What? What do you want?
I like your buns. We should talk about your time in the Imperial Arena.
No, I don't think so. I've told you to watch your back, and that's all you need to hear for now. If anything needs to be done beyond that, I'll do it.
Ah, come on, open up. Open up to me. What would need to be done?
I don't know. Hopefully nothing, but I'm keeping my eyes open. You just carry on and know that the Black Whirlwind's got your back.
Ah, you big galoot.
Not literally, of course. I respect you too much to go grabbing anything posterior.
Ah, come on, buddy. Forget it, let's move on to something else.
Good idea. You've got bigger things to worry about than me anyway. Not much bigger, mind you.
That's all for now.
What?
Sky.
Always happy to help. What do you need?
What's on your mind right now?
Dawnstar has been telling me about two rivers, the Swamp and Gao the Lesser. I was sorry to hear about your town and your friends. It brought a question to mind. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Why? Seriously, why are you doing this? Details aside, you're fighting the Empire as a whole when you oppose the Lotus Assassins, Death's Hand, or the Emperor's will. I know all about your village and your master, and that explains some of it. What it doesn't explain is your drive, your strength. What gives you that?
People are suffering, and I'm going to find out why and fix it.
I wonder if fate cast this burden upon you, or if you rose up on your own to shoulder it. History will probably decide. I know you're going to follow Silk Fox's plans to find a way into the Assassin's Den. It won't be easy, but I'm confident we'll succeed. It's what happens after you find a way in that has me worried.
I can look after myself. I've dealt with assassins before.
I know, but never in their lair. Never in that place.
That place.
I knew men and women who were drawn to the Lotus Assassins. They went into that place to prove themselves, as you intend to. And the few who made it back out were different.
Different how?
They acted like they didn't know us, or just didn't care if we lived or died. It's hard to say if there's even a difference to the Lotus Assassins. I know you'll be fine. The Assassins will be lucky if you don't bring the place down around their ears. Just be sure not to tip your hand before you're ready. That's all in the future, though. We should keep at what we're doing. There's a lot left to tackle before we're done.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on our situation?
I'll be honest. I can't think of anything.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Sky.
Of course.
Yep. Okay. Who haven't we talked to? Sagacious, but I don't really want to talk to Sagacious. What are you sulking about over here, buddy?
I trust your plans go well, despite the dangers you face and inflict. Is there something I can do for you?
I mean, just leave. I don't care. I just don't. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You just do your own thing. I know it's going to lock off some content for the game, but
Well, it looks like your contact with the Lotus Assassins.
Okay.
The Inquisitor has a task for you to prove your worth. You could also seek out the...
It's playing again. Okay, so I guess I have to talk to him.
I trust your...
How do you feel about the plan to join the Lotus Assassins? I will need your knowledge.
It is a foolish idea. You do not understand the seductive nature of the Assassins and what they do to recruits.
You claim knowledge but share nothing. I have no further interest in you.
If that is all the thought you intend to put forward, I will reveal nothing more of what I know, aside from what will assist in the short term.
I want to punch you right in the face.
You don't strike me as the kind who would make honorable use of what I would say anyway.
And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay. Let's bring, I'm going to bring somebody else. I'm going to bring... Well, let's bring out Dawnstar.
I am honored that you have chosen me.
Yes, of course. Come on, Dawnstar.
I can't sell upgrades if I can't find supplies. I'm ruined. Finished.
Oh, Mechanic Hingu.
What? Oh, you. You're the one with the flyer, aren't you? Forgive my impertinence, but do you own that flyer, perhaps?
Listen, you said something as I walked past you. You clearly want to talk. So let's talk. Yes, I own it. Why do you want to know?
I am Hingu, a mechanic and a businessman. I supply upgrades to people fortunate enough to have flyers.
Ah.
However, I've had some trouble attaining parts of late. My previous associate went on a trip to retrieve valuable parts and never returned.
My. And now you want me to help you, I suppose?
I need someone brave, someone who is a capable pilot. The missions I have are dangerous, but the rewards are worth it.
Oh, yes.
I will pay you good silver, and I can sell you parts for your flyer, to make it better.
Okay.
What? Make it better? This is the finest ship of its kind. I should know. I made it. You're just a fix-it man. What would you know about ships?
Yeah.
I have been working on flyers since they first started appearing in the Empire. I take these rickety contraptions and make them into something amazing.
Rickety? There has never been a flyer more solid than the marvelous dragonfly. Rickety? Your wits are the only thing rickety around here.
You got him. King's right. The flyer is the best of its kind.
As you say, all the more reason to work with me. If your flyer is truly that good, you'll have no problems. Very few at least.
Yes, okay.
I have some supplies in the North Provinces that I need to pick up immediately. We've had trouble with bandits up there, so it might be tricky.
Okay.
If you could bring me those supplies, I'd have the parts necessary to upgrade your flyer. What do you say?
Hey, listen, okay, you've got a deal.
Very good. Here's your wind map. It'll show you where to go. I'll also pay extra if you get rid of those bandits plaguing the area.
Wow, so we're gonna have a little side mission quick. Okay. Ah, yes. Oh. Ah. Bandits! Oh, scary. Come on. Almost there. Man, there's a lot of bandits.
Careful now, you'll dent something.
Oh god, how do I fight him? We did it, and minimal damage suffered. Yes. Here's your supplies.
You have returned, and in one piece, I see. Not bad. You brought back the supplies, and you took out a few bandits on your way. You can have a little bit extra for that.
Oh, thanks.
There were some great flyer parts among those supplies. Would you like to have a look at them? Or if you'd prefer, I could tell you about another mission I have for you.
Well, let's see your upgrades.
Yes, of course. I have some very interesting items now.
Oh my gosh. Bar of nickel iron. Yeah, I need that. I'll purchase it. The tremor, flyer equipment. This weapon produces a powerful shockwave. Oh yeah, okay, let's do it. Yeah. Let's see what I can sell. Can I just sell everything? Sell. Ah, just, okay, exit.
So, would you like to hear about the mission I have for you?
Yes, I want to do the next mission.
Excellent, I am most pleased. The prefect of Shangdang County will be glad to hear he has an escort. His ships have taken a heavy toll lately. There are many raiders between here and the prefect's home, and his ship is intended more for luxury and less for war.
Pleasure flyer, as it were.
Get the prefect home safely, and I will reward you well. The prefect has also told me to offer you extra silver for destroying as many of the raiders as you can.
I will do my best.
The prefect is anxious to be going. Here's your wind map, and remember, protect the prefect's flyer at all costs.
I can do that. Let's see. Oh, what do I want to take? Temporary shield. Cloudburst. Let's do that. And then select upgrades. Okay. Oh, do I gotta drag them over? Ah, okay. We're gonna take these and leave Cloudburst. Start mission. jeez. I'll protect you. We got this, sir. Don't you worry. No need to worry about a thing. Just keep shooting. Hey, we did it! Huzzah! These flyers are pretty cool looking. Ain't they? Level up? I like the way that guy's standing. Okay.
Excellent work. The prefect is happy to be home, safe, no doubt. I see you were able to dispatch a few of the raiders on your way. I'll top up your payment a little for that.
Ah.
Would you like to see some of my upgrades? Or could I interest you in doing another mission for me?
Oh, well, let's look at the upgrades you have now. Let's see your upgrades.
Yes, of course.
The reverse tides. This will cause all of your enemies to slow down. Okay, well, you know, we'll oh, 3,000. Wow. Yeah, we'll buy it. Okay. Next mission.
I have received word that my associate is alive, if not well. He was shot down by Imperial flyers while retrieving some sensitive information.
Uh-oh.
Fly to the destination on the wind map and destroy anyone who attacks you. Drop off these parts so my associate can repair his ship and return. The area you will be flying into is private land, and by right, only the Emperor's servants are allowed entrance. But there is a truth there that must be uncovered.
It's getting treasonous.
Be careful. These Imperial flyers are extremely dangerous. Good luck.
Oh, well, I'm getting worried here. Let's get rid of. Let's reverse tides. Start mission. Leave no survivors. So many guys. Click faster. Oh yeah, looks like we did it. I did not use reverse tides though, unfortunately. Let's level up quick, shall we? Let's level up and save. Hey, there's me. Okay, let's level up. Balanced. I like being balanced. Done. 18 points. Mirabelle. Looks like you're getting some love. Yeah, baby. You're getting some real love.
You've done it. Chang, my associate, is on his way back. Here, I owe you this and more. I regret I have no more missions for you, but I'm always here if you require upgrades for your flyer. Thank you again.
Well, let's see more of them upgrades.
Yes, of course.
Alright, right. Oh my gosh. Firestorm. This weapon does a large amount of damage over time. Okay, yeah, let's get it. Dragon's Wrath. The powerful weapon releases a blast that will destroy all nearby enemy ships. Okay. Hey, look, we're all good. Okay, but I mean that is we did a lot here, Dawnstar. So let's take a little break, and you'll all have to join me on the next episode of Jade Empire: Tales of Tungsten Doktor.